You ever notice something strange? A woman can have the sweetest guy in her DMs. Funny, loyal, always there. She ignores him every time. But the man who barely texts back, the one she's not sure even likes her, that's the one she can't get out of her head. It doesn't make logical sense. But this isn't about logic. It's about psychology. It's about emotional addiction. See, most men think love grows from kindness, from effort, from consistency. But the truth, the real truth, women get attached to uncertainty, to the emotional highs and lows, to the mental puzzle that keeps them guessing. And when a man is emotionally unavailable, he becomes the storm she tries to understand, and the calm she never gets to hold. You gotta understand something most men never will. Availability is comfortable, and comfort doesn't spark obsession. When a man is always there, always responding, always making her feel safe, it's nice, but it doesn't ignite her, because attraction isn't built in calm waters. It's built in tension, in uncertainty, in the moment she looks at her phone and doesn't know if you'll reply. That moment, that's where emotional attachment begins. It's not about being rude or distant for no reason. It's about having emotional boundaries. When you prioritize your mission, when you don't seek her validation, when you don't make her your emotional center, she feels that. And the less she can predict you, the more she wants to. When she can't figure you out, when she doesn't know where she stands, her brain keeps working overtime to decode you. And in that process, you live rent-free in her mind. See, an unavailable man isn't cold. He's centered. He doesn't chase. He doesn't cling. He simply moves with purpose. He knows what he wants, and if she aligns with that, good. If not, he keeps walking. This quiet strength, this unbothered focus, it's intoxicating to a woman who's used to men bending over backwards, because the moment you stop trying to impress and start living by your own code, that's when she starts chasing you. If this shifted your mindset even a little, subscribe. You're exactly where you need to be. But here's the twist. The more emotionally unavailable you are, not in a toxic or dismissive way, but in a disciplined, self-contained way, the more emotionally available she becomes to you. Why? Because when a man doesn't need her, she wants him. When you're not constantly texting, when you're not reacting to every move she makes, when you can sit in silence without fear or awkwardness, she feels your power. It's the calm, the quiet certainty, the subtle message that says, I'm good with or without you. And that is magnetic. It's not about games. It's about self-control. And that's something most men don't master. But you're not most men. Here's what most guys never realize. Women don't want a man who's cold. They crave a man who's in control of his emotions, not ruled by them. When you're unavailable, it's not about being rude. It's about not chasing. It's about being on your own mission. It's about making her come to you. See, when you're too eager, too quick to reply, too obvious about your feelings, she loses the thrill. She starts to feel like she's already won you. And once she feels that, her curiosity dies. But when you're that guy who's hard to read, who leaves space between the words, who smiles with mystery, not desperation, she starts filling in the blanks. She starts wondering, what is he thinking about? Is he into me or not? That confusion, that intrigue, that's your power. and it works every single time. When a man isn't easily moved by beauty, it shakes a woman's world. Why? Because she's used to getting reactions, a look, a compliment, a double tap, something. But when you keep your energy calm, when your validation is earned, not given, you flip the script. Now she's chasing your approval. She starts analyzing your words, wondering what you meant, trying to decode your silence. And here's the secret sauce. You don't have to do more. You just have to be present, grounded, and selective. Women don't bond with men who need them. They bond with men they admire, men who make them rise to be noticed. That's what the unavailable man represents. He's a challenge. He's not bitter, he's just busy building. He doesn't pull away for games, he's pulled by purpose. And she can't help but be drawn to that gravity. By now, she doesn't just notice you, she feels you. Not because you said the right lines, but because your silence hit louder than any pickup line could. She senses that being near you means rising, that if she wants your time, your focus, your loyalty, she has to earn it. And that flips something in her mind. Women crave emotional intensity, but not the chaotic, needy kind. They crave the calm, powerful pull of a man who owns himself. That's what you've built by being unavailable. You've become a mental presence, someone who shows up in her thoughts uninvited, in the middle of her day, right before she sleeps. And here's the cold truth. You didn't force this. You didn't beg for it. You created it by focusing on your mission, your boundaries, your self-respect. That's why she's addicted to figuring you out. Because you're not just hard to get. You're hard to replace. And if all of this sounds simple, it's because truth is simple. But living it? That takes strength. Most men fold. They chase. They over-explain. They crave approval. But not you. You pull back. You observe. You master silence. And let the world lean in. That's how she starts needing your energy without ever understanding why. And that's not a trick. It's not manipulation. It's masculine truth. It's emotional discipline. It's the way of a man who's forged, not flattered. This is the Stoic path. And if you're ready to walk it, then subscribe, because this isn't just another channel. It's where men like you level up in silence and let results speak. Remember, you don't need to be loud to be felt. You just need to be real. What do you think women truly crave in a man? Attention or emotional strength? Drop your answer in the comments. Let's see who's really paying attention.